What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. We got some news on the Dallas Cowboys versus the Miami Dolphins, but I have to say, I'm beginning to feel at home here right now with, got a few pieces from the house and stuff, got my toolbox up here. I'm fortunate enough to have two of these, so I have one here and one at home and stuff. I've got Rashid up there looking down on us, and of course, F around and find out with the Cowboys defense. So we're getting ready here, at least making this place a great home away from home for Joe Boo Sports. Now, for the game this weekend, okay, man, it's hard to believe it's already Friday. It's week 16. The first game is already in the books. And we're sitting here waiting on the Miami Dolphins game on Sunday, Christmas Eve, and hopefully we can get a win. But it's definitely going to be a little bit harder. I don't know how you feel about injuries and stuff. Nobody wishes injuries on anybody, but, it's a fact of life when it comes to the NFL. Tyreek Hill, who hasn't been practicing this week, has not had any setbacks, and they're saying that he is going to be playing this weekend. No word exactly how good a shape he's going to be. This is more like Captain Obvious to me, because, and the reason I'll say that's more like Captain Obvious, after all the trash that's been talked back and forth from Micah Parsons to Tyreek Hill, you would think that Tyreek Hill is going to be, it would be wild horses to keep him off the field. Also, the running back, who has also been a question mark, it looks like hasn't had any setbacks either, so they're going to be closer to full strength, at least from that standpoint. No word on their offensive line, but the reality is everybody is nicked up. We don't know the status yet of Zach Martin, and we don't know the status yet of Tyron Smith. So we may be a little bit shorthanded, and of course licking our wounds from the loss that we just had to the Buffalo Bills. And this is the thing that's crazy about football. I keep trying to tell you guys, you literally, from a week-to-week standpoint, can be looking like world beaters to looking like ass. It's just the reality of football. Right now, while everybody is looking at Buffalo and saying they're one of the best teams in the AFC, we've said that about Kansas City. We've said that about Miami. Heck, for a minute there, we said it about the Denver Broncos. So you constantly see teams rise and fall. Now, for us, at least we haven't lost more than one game in a row. And knock on wood, I hope I don't just jinx it. But we have been pretty consistent. Everybody has some games that they wish they had back. I wish we had the Cardinal game. But again, that was a game that we had 3 offensive linemen out, and we were still learning our way as far as our offense goes. So we'll see, and as soon as we hear more about Zach Martin and Tyron Smith, we'll bring it to you and talk about that and see how it fits in. And I'm going to go pick up some siding so I can finish off the little screened-in porch over there while the weather's nice outside, and work on these shutters here at the red brick house. As always, I appreciate you guys. But I'm sitting here, we're still, pardon our dust, because it is kind of dusty in here because we're constantly doing stuff. I've been milling up pieces for our board and batten shutters that actually open and close. So I'm kind of dusty myself. And, I've got a sawhorse set up over here where we're putting together the stuff and painting and things. But my wife is, getting all kinds of plants and greenery, and she's beginning to decorate. Like you can see, the space behind me is beginning to look a little bit better now that I've done the built-in bookcases. But I'm sitting here just looking across and seeing the plants and the fireplace, the black trim on the windows, the wood, even though you see, I got buckets of paint and the sawhorses and all the wood and stuff. To me, God, it just looks so good. I know it's not finished, but from where it was to where it is now, it kind of reminds me of the Cowboys. I don't know if you guys realize how bad our team was for so long. I'm not saying that we're the best team in football right now. I don't know where we'll end up with this season. But I go back and I think about how the pinnacle there of the 90s, how great that was and how sad it was watching them slowly go downhill to the abyss. I don't think you guys remember when we had 3 years in a row of 5-11. 5-11. seeing all the stiffs that we had at quarterback. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe some of you guys just don't know, but the biggest bust in football, arguably, Ryan Leaf. We tried that guy. We had guys that were baseball pitchers that we tried. We tried, to get the veterans. We tried Randall Cunningham at the end of his career. We had the Anthony Wrights, the Quincy Carters. We tried everything. And from time to time, we'd have a good season like the 2007 season that would end in disaster, and then we kind of go off a cliff again. We had what we thought was going to be, we were going to be hosting the Super Bowl with our team in it. And it ended up being tragedy that brought Jason Garrett, who gave us some hope. And then 8-8. And then we'd get lucky and we'd have a, 12-4 season, followed by a 4-12. But to think that our team, our Cowboys, were over the abyss in 2020. New coach, Mike McCarthy. And because of that season ended the way it did, it brought a generational talent here in Micah Parsons. That this defense that was the worst in football has come around. I know they were bad last week. I know that they got beat, but everybody gets beat. Everybody has bad games. But you look at this now, how this thing is turned around, how it has gotten better, where we had 12-5, and right now 10-4 playoffs the last 3 seasons. You have to look at this and say, this is a whole lot better than 5-11, 5-11, 5-11. I'll take 12-5, and 12-5 in the playoffs over that. Is it perfect? No. But it's pointed in the right direction. You have to look at this and say, I don't know how many other teams will have had this much success in a row. I don't know that they have. And you have to look at this and say, okay, we're getting consistently better. Our defense is better than where it was. Our quarterback's playing better than he has in his career. And now we're getting closer and closer to taking that step. And that's how I feel about the Cowboys in the same way I feel about this red brick house. Is it finished? No. But it's so far and away better than what it used to be. And you forget what it used to be. You learn to appreciate what you have. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I appreciate y'all. Peace.